Billy was filskit and came spanging down the stair with sick in a blood spring at his mither's kishie of washing was tirled over in a heap upon the floor. Oi, does a horrid halliget crater! For sicking it upstairs does made me good falled at clays. But for our flighting, she gaffed and then yocked ahead of him and landed a muckle smurrikin up at the top of his brew. I'm our blithe about the madram chul. Happy birthday, me pretty curry ting. 10 year old now, eh? Less or less. No, gin Gary wise in by and get the breakfast. Billy glipped down his gruel and then made for the scullery to finish butts. I'm a wad into the loch, ma'am, to try out my new boat. Find that, but mind does him in good time afore dinner. The grandfolk are coming at the forenoon, so do man be him and cursing afore dan. Mind and answer me, for I can't do be aggled after clutching at the grumly shalds all morning. All right, cheerio. Billy had gotten a split new pretty sailboat for his folk, and he was in a steer to try a route. The sun was shining bright, and there was a pretty pair of wind for the southern, just enough Billy Tait to gear a bit of whiff. He tenderly patted her under his oxter and stained it down over the brew toward the loch. What a bonny day to be him for the skull, Billy Tait, and was our weel blithe it was still just Saturday. It was going to be a hot day, the warmth of the sun already upon his back, and the air was filled with the sound of whaps and shoulders, and een or two other rummy bees. The Iverick was sheeling a bun too, and nae doubt the Tirricks would shun be a warrow man come swooping and scrolling. The ewes and the lambs were still up by the hoga, so the heathery part that slopped down to the loch was no murden with all kinds of flowers. Cattyglove, Grisingans, Ragged Wyllie and Lucky Zoo, and immense cockaloories and smora too. The curly dodies were standing prunk and vive, and Billy took tent no to dig them with his muckle butts. Down at the loch, the bank's brew was twilted thick with bright yellow blugga flowers and seggies, and Billy could just make out the star no his feathers punt, tighten out fair noosed. He travelled out over the shingle and pat the pretty wooden boat down proud upon the scruff. What a pretty beauty, Billy Tait, with her bright red pent and white sail glancing at the morning sun. After 20 mazanters and Billy inscan over his boots, the boat was shifting now out over the water, looking majestic as she cut a get through the summer mill dance. She was out a good piece now, but the wind was keen to the waster, and she took a vary for the segs along the bank's brew. As she gaed headlands through the bright green blades, twa stock dukes scuttled out, fluffed by the unlipping interloper. Billy made his way round the banks, boxing and trucking through the segs, hoping that he could wreck her without going over his butts again. When he came near hand to where he thought she was hiding, he saw there was an unken body rested upon a muckle stane not by a peerie piece. He surely wasn't been a war of Billy, for he never shifted, seemingly within a dwam with his cap between clapped hands, rested upon his knees. He was a great rafter of a man with a musket head, and he pat Billy at the mind of the hagery with the way that he sat crooked and never moving. Billy spied the top of his boat tighten abund the seggies, so be good boxing through the soaping grund toward her. The plouching of his butts surely roused the man, for he turned his head and looked over at Billy. Billy sat down at it was a Kent face after a'. It was aalder Ivor as they called him, who bide somewhere about the tether end of the loch. I'm sorry, Ivor, I didn't mean to gluff thee. Me boat is hiding at the seggies and I'm trying to find Hador. Ach, never do like me, boy. See still if we can maybe wreck her atween was. So after a bra warsel through the water and stick at segs, they managed to met in a Hador, hill and hadden. She's a bra boat, man. Do man be pleased with her? Ivor said. Yeah, she's a' that. I'm just gotten her today. She was a birthday present for me folk, but I do tell need a lot more wine to her. Ivor smiled softly. I doet er nae fair boy. Ha dat and doel meester her yet. And a happy birthday, Teddy. Fu alders to the day. Jans me just turned 10, and I'm minding no I'll better mak for him or midder'll be fish. Me grandfolk and cousins are coming for their dinner, and she bade me be him a start for sign. We'll a' the best to the Billy, and I hope the boat fares well. Billy thanked him for the hand and then turned for him. He was blithe to be had a pretty shot of the boat and a yarn with Ivor, but he wondered about the look of Doyle that came over Ivor's in, just a blink, when he spak about his birthday. The sweat was lousing for Billy when he went to the house, and his mither shested him in by to swell off. I'm laid out the good clays, and for mercy's sake was a good gob of sop for doos in a bra out. When Billy went down the stairs, his cousins were already there, and the table was laid with a bull revin party dinner. He was just started to tell them about his new boat when they heard the clumping of feet coming in through the house, and then the sound of the Moothie that they were all been littling and aber to hear, as Granny and Granda came through the butt door. Granny was rigged in a rosewell party clays, a mur or two caught out of her frock, and a most horrid fearsome fast fist that she kept for any gathery or soiree. She came in boosing about, kettling the bairns and hughing. What an on-carry Granny made whenever she was about, and I filled the house with false and strodiment. She burled the bairns about the floor and blew up at the Moothie until they were all debatless. Granda, who was a moderate body to compare, just shook his head and gaffed at her outfit. "Faith, wife, do surely fan a fair gig it full. Had thee wished and dipped thee for this bairns man be fantin." They all gathered about the table, the four Peerie's crubbit together along the back wall, and ut and cheeked and gaffed for a start of the afternoon. Billy's mither brought out a muckle cake, and they all sang happy birthday afore Granny gave them another tune. Billy was blithe to be him about to the bosie and the cabby labby of his ain folk, and told himself brawly wi' laugh. Afterhands, when his mither was swilling the last of the limb and his grandfolk were behind the house neebing at the sheik of the fire, Billy looked out over the loch and thought he could still make out Ivor dipping it away in Sam's stain. He recked the spyglass and had the right look, and there he was, better sitting like the hagri. "Ma'am, when why's auld Ivor sitting so lang at the loch? He's been yonder the mist of the day." His mither laid down her lamp-clout and came over to the window. She gave a lang sough as she looked out. Poor object. I think sair about auld Ivor today. The very same day that Daw was born, Ivor lost his daughter Sarah in the loch. Drowned. What an awful tragedy it was. Heart-sickening. I was still at the annex with Dee when the father came wi' word o' it. She was been awa' at the college, sooth 20 year, but him again a start. I mind she rocked to the shop when she was younger, and I fan her a weel nated lass. Brawly blit, but fainly. Poor soul. It was hard to think that she was keen for her. I mind the wagging and the speculation afterhand, but I kent as that poor lass was gien ower shun, and that poor folk would have dree out the heartbreak. Her mither, Jean, died 20 years for signing her elder brothers both by south, so auld Ivor is lying now by at Loch End. Good faddy Ivor. She shook her head and lay a hand upon Billy's back a moment before she made back to the sink. Billy stood at the window, heart sair thinking about auld Ivor. And then, after a start, he made up his mind to go down and see him again. His mither would nae doubt think it ill-advised. So when she got through bang, he rolled up 2 slabs of birthday cake and hauled on his boots. Ivor was sitting just the same, the dollar must creeping about him now, so Billy made a get back through the seggies to where he sat. "Hello, Ivor. It's just me, Billy. I thought they might be blithe to a scar of birthday cake." Ivor looked up, and Billy told him kind of way like, but he smiled and gave a Peerie gaff. Boy, that would I, Billy. Thanks, Tiddy." Billy set him down on the t'other end of the muckle stane, and they took solace the minute they ate their cake, listening to the swinkle of the water along the banks. The whap was still pleeping abun, and a great scree of stirlings was swooping EY on the t'other, like a muckle muddling cloud of black reek. There was a whelk for Billy's trot before he spak. "Mam told me about your Sarah. I'm awful sorry to hear you, Ivor." Ivor turned his head away, mention, and gave a lang sough. Billy could see it, he was near at his morning in. I'm awful sorry, Ivor, I shouldn't have been so proud, and I'd read him vexed. After a pretty moment, Ivor turned toward Billy and gave him a blithe look through wheating. Nah, Billy, I'm no ill pleased of a. I was a mair obliged today as to maybe king. Twocker fair no to speak about Sarah, fair for me doll. But there no day that gins by it I'm no been thinking lang about her, and it does me nae want a good to hear thee say her name no, Billy. Thanks, Tiddy. Billy didn't bide muckle langer that day, for he thought it best to leave auld Ivor a pace, but he was awful blithe that he was spoken with him. And for the next 20 year upo his birthday, he gaed down to the loch with his Peerie boat and twa dads a cake rowed till a hanky. Ivor aye looked blithe to see him, and there was a lift about his een that pleased Billy to see him. Will, boy, yon swisping whether gets about the sun and Athin Da Twalmont, he would aye say, as they set them sidey for sidey on the muckle stein. Mestlands they spak about the weather or boats, and back and forth Billy telled Ivor fo he didn't like the school. Telled him fo he felt like a geyser with a faz face on, that just came off when he was him about. Fo he turned crabbit him to sit and better sit to the classroom all day, and wondered if he would ever be good enough at the work. Ivor aye let him speak, and then would hae 20 gleg words that took Billy by the anchor-head. Mind do and I tak the ane get, Billy, never do like the Yarman band. And Ivor would speak about Sarah. He spak with second warmth about his Peerie lass, and full gleg and fairdy she was as a Peerie ting. Mind that the day that she gaed heady cried the stank off her pushback, and the skirls o'er as she shist at seggy boats doon lang the burn. She was mair than a match for her elder brothers nowadays. Yasp and Abel, he gaffed. She had the fainliest muckle roundin, as blue as the cornflower, and they shone as bright and bony as ony a hirst mon. She was quiet among unken bodies, but what in the sheiks she was when she was wi' her ain folk. There was mony a night that we tramps down the hill together, hadn't in another out a langer. I would low and show spak. What in a sair miss she is, Billy. A sair miss. And so, for a bra 20 year, Billy and Ivor market that day together at the loch, the day that was a Meid Athin Da Twalmont to them baith, for good and ill. But then, as is like to happen, it naturally petered out over the years, as Billy came up a bit, and his Peerie boat was laid up in for yatta boat, gathering stew. Billy was 21 the day, and as luck would hae it was fun upon a Saturday again. He was gotten the headmas playing the stream, and would be him now for the helly. The last that he'd been him was for Granny's funeral, so it was Brally Railway being him now and her no there. He was goodably risen when his mither came with a care that had come at the post that morning. Billy opened it and looked at the picture of an old sailboat up at the front, and had an idea then what it was for. Dear Billy, Weel boy, thou's 21 now and likely come ower old for the Peerie boat, and I'm that poor Amos now to be ogan to the bank's brew. But I wanted to wish thee well, and thank thee for the kindness and friendship over the years. I aye think about thee on thee birthday, and it makes a bra dark day a' the brighter. Good health to thee, Billy, and mind thou that we mayna alter the air to the wind, but we ae man shift per sail. Ivor. Billy soughed and smiled as he set the caird up upon the brace. He made up his mind that after dinner he would draw up 2 slabs of cake, for he kent his midder wouldna think him ower old yet for birthday cake, and maybe 2 bottles of beer, and vage not by to Loch End, to had auld Ivor out of Langer.